This is Border Television, broadcasting to Cumbria, South Scotland, the Isle of Man and North and West Northumberland.
It was always an unusual area for a TV station to cover, proud to serve the Scots, the English and the Manx. Harry King worked at Border Television for 40 years.
I think looking back to the very early days of Border Television, we suddenly began to realise what a pig's breakfast the region was. And they came up with an area which was massive, but very, very sparsely populated. They invented the Border Television region.
So, with this signature tune, Border Television took to the air.
Border Television was formed by Sir John Burgess, chairman of Cumbrian newspapers. He happened to be in America and he caught their local television programmes.
But technical factors also explained this strange region. The regulator of the day wanted to build transmitters which would cover as many people as possible quickly, and let as many companies as they could run a TV station, as broadcaster and TV historian Tony Curry explains.
It was technically possible to put a 1,000-foot mast in Cumbria and serve a big chunk of the northwest of England and a good chunk of southwest Scotland in one go. And so that's what happened.
Despite this, Border's Harry King remembers how sceptical viewers were soon won over.
Suddenly, after maybe a year, they found they could not only live with Border Television, but love Border Television.
And so it continued for almost 4 decades. But it seemed the story of Border was almost at an end. The company became a small part of ITV plc, which runs most of the Channel 3 network. Local news was scaled back. Other local programmes ended. But the new ITV licensing round led to campaigning to effectively bring back Border, while the accident of history, which means many programmes of wider Scottish national interest aren't seen in a substantial part of Scotland, also came under the spotlight. SNP MSP Joan McAlpine.
Television coverage in the south of Scotland, putting independence aside for a moment, hasn't caught up with the evolution. We've had a Scottish Parliament since 1999. The Scottish Parliament makes policy for health, education, justice, many aspects of agriculture and the environment. And that is obviously leaving a big democratic deficit in the south of Scotland.
Today's announcement from Ofcom goes further than the solution originally proposed. The effective return of the Border News region plus some STV programmes for Scottish viewers. But will this prove a lasting solution with the referendum on Scottish independence on the horizon? Some are sceptical, including David Hutchison, visiting professor in media policy at Glasgow Caledonian University.
If the referendum were over, whatever the result might be, we might get rather different thinking. And I think one could argue, actually, that although these franchises are going to be running for a long time, I think we could find a situation arising after the referendum, regardless of the result, where the issue has to be revisited again.
For now, the legacy of Border remains, the remnants of a tiny station brought back by pressure from its audience. Perhaps one of the most unexpected comebacks in TV history.
Jamie McIver.